New at 4, the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office says human remains were found on a Kingsport property yesterday afternoon. That office said that those were found in the Kingsport area of the county. The Sheriff's Office investigated on site along with members of the William L. Jenkins Forensic Center. The remains were sent there for evaluation, and we're told it's an ongoing investigation.
Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle. I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It's Tuesday morning, the 9th of April. That little news clip there that I played in the introduction from WJHL has set the Sebastian Rogers Facebook groups alight. Could it be Sebastian's body that's been found in the Kingsport area? I find it incredibly unlikely that it's going to be Sebastian's body, because this is 4.5 hours away. 270 odd miles away. Look, someone can be abducted and taken all that way, or someone could be murdered and taken all that way to throw people off. Now, I've been following the Summer Wells case since day one, and over the last 1,029 days that Summer has been missing, there has been numerous bodies that have been found in the northeast Tennessee area, and every time it's a speculation, have they found Summer Wells? Now, it's always a possibility. You know, Summer is out there. One day, sadly, someone might come across her remains. A property in Kingsport that's being investigated. There's more than Summer that is missing in the Kingsport area. Both Layla Santinello and Hollynn Snap are missing. Layla since last June, Hollynn since October in Kingsport. Could it be one of their bodies? It could be. It could be. When a body's found in an investigation that I've been covering, in one way, I want the body to be that person, so that the family can get some closure, and if it's foul play that's involved, then the justice process, finding who did this to that person, is begun. And then on the other hand, I don't want it to be them, because I want them to be found alive. So we'll wait and see what comes of that. But something else that has come out just in the last hour as I record this is Narked Divers, who were looking for Sebastian over the weekend. They walked the pond that had been drained near the construction site. They dove other ponds. There was also searches of Drake's Creek and the Cumberland River. This is a call that Narked Divers has released with Christopher Proudfoot. That's Sebastian's stepfather, for people who are struggling to keep up with the case. Christopher Proudfoot, in his usual narcissistic and arrogant way, says, I know the full truth, I know everything, you know, everybody else who's running the mouth is wrong, I'm sick of this, blah, blah, blah. All right, so Christopher Proudfoot is dying on the hill. He's dying on the hill that scent dogs did track a scent all the way from the house, from Sebastian's house, to the retention pond in the construction site. He actually gives a route that the dogs took, and he said it wasn't just one dog, it was multiple dogs. This is completely different than what the cops are saying. So make of it what you will. I'm going to play part of this call, but I'm going to stop it and I'm going to look on the map and we're going to follow it together using the map. So this is Narked Divers. The link to this is in the description box.
The kid, I said he left the house, and then the internet went crazy with rumors and speculation. And I was like, I don't go off of rumors. I go off of what we got now. And I said something about that pond, and I said, and it just stopped.
So they walked the pond that was drained, and it's been cleared. The ponds in that area, Narked Divers have cleared. The police have checked them, so I think we can say that the ponds are clear.
Go, that's where I want to search and try to figure this out. And then
work backwards from the pond.
So work backwards from the pond.
If you were to walk from the pond, go straight up into the construction site, you'll see where they're cutting the road and it turns left. If you walk that all the way back, it runs you to our subdivision. If you're looking at my house, I'm going to tell you where the dog scent went.
Looking at his house, this is where the dog scent went.
They started on the front porch
Okay.
Started on the front porch. I can't go down to street level because I had a video removed last week for doxing. So we're just going to have to imagine that we're down at ground level. So started on the front porch.
Off the front porch, the dogs cut to the right.
So dogs went right.
All the way down the side of the house, along the fence.
So it was the back side, or that
Right.
to the north.
Okay, so down the back side, round the fence. So to the right, round the fence to the back area.
If you're looking at my house,
Okay.
it's going to be the right-hand side.
Oh, if you're looking at the house, it's going to be the right-hand side. So if you're looking at the house, so we went this way. So if you're looking at the house, so it went this way to the back. Okay, cool.
The dog goes all the way down the fence. The dog comes all the way back up
So all the way to the fence, all the way back up.
the yard. And then it cuts diagonally to the house next door to us through their backyard.
To the back, through the backyard. So we don't know which house, but let's go like this. So through the backyard.
And that is the direction which the dogs take off. Now after that, that's where they get over to the main road, go up Kellen, and head over to the other subdivision.
On to Kellen. This is Kellen. So cuts diagonally through someone's backyard onto Kellen. So we're now heading towards the construction site. Where it went from there, it went all the way to the pond.
Day one, there was 5 dogs. There was a Belgian Malinois, a blue heeler, 2 bloodhounds, and a blue tick.
So a Belgian Malinois, 2 bloodhounds, a blue heeler, and a blue something else that I didn't catch. Now, none of them are Max. Max is a German Shepherd. So this is 5 additional dogs to the one that tracked around the pond and dove straight into the water that we heard on the dispatch call, because Max is a German Shepherd.
I know with good dogs, like, they'll do the track that's on the ground, and then if they smell a stronger scent in the air that's closer, they'll go to that direct scent.
Correct.
If all the dogs were tracking actually on the ground, then I feel like this is the play. Like this.
Air scent dissipates very quickly. Some of it drops to the ground and creates a track on the ground. Some of it will pool depending on where the wind is blowing it. But if they're all tracking on the ground, then that scent could have been laid down potentially days ago. But the fresher the track is, the easier it is for that dog to follow, and also follow any potential direction changes. When you get into the days, it becomes more difficult because parts of that track will be lost depending on the surface area. Now, of course, if the scent's gone from the house across here to Kellen, then that's all natural surface. Therefore, that scent will remain much longer than it would remain on an artificial surface.
Because if he would have cross-tracked, like actually like headed back, they should have been able to pick up on it.
If you double back on yourself, if the track's really fresh, a good dog will be able to do that. But if you turn round abruptly and go directly back, that confuses dogs. That really does confuse dogs.
On day one, the 5 dogs did that. Out of the 8 days, 3 different dogs from 3 different groups went to that same area and that same scent. On day 1, 2 of those dogs did the same path.
So 2 dogs did the same path on day 1. But then there was other dogs later on that also tracked.
And I'm pretty sure that was the bloodhound and the blue tick.
It was probably a better dog.
So a bloodhound and the blue something that I can't catch.
Yeah, those 2 were probably the better ones. Now, the guy, man, I can't remember this guy. I called him Michael, but I think they call him Michelle.
Okay.
He's French. He's out of North Carolina, I believe, and he trains.
He teaches, he trains canine handlers.
Yes. They brought his dogs out, and one of his dogs did that same path.
So yeah, another dog did the same path.
From what I was told, that's why I was like, well, there we go, folks. That's why out of all the dogs, there was at least 3 consistent hits that do that
Right.
path.
And then we went to the strongest path, yeah.
And then Max, who was with the first responders, he tracked around the retention pond and went straight into the water.
It's awful muddy. Do you see any footprints, anything? You shouldn't have any shoes on. Hey, this is all dry, hard packed. I do have some footprints over here. Right there where you're standing? Yeah, leading right over here to the retaining pond. No shoes, just footprints? My shoes, but Max went straight into the pond. Max led me straight to the retaining pond. Over behind Willow Boulevard, he dove right into the water.
So this track went to Kellen, through to the construction site, and stopped at the retention pond. Look. Look. I'm totally confused. Chris Proudfoot has just dropped a massive bombshell. I'd got into my head that there was no track. I'd made a video the other day saying, look, Max got a scent, but none of the other dogs did, because that's what we've been told by law enforcement. That's what Seth is now saying as well. And none of the other dogs tracked Sebastian's scent. Therefore, Max was tracking someone else's scent. That's why it was deemed a false positive. But no, according to Chris Proudfoot, who knows better than anyone else, that's not what happened at all. So is Chris Proudfoot just making this up? Is he dying on the hill? That's what he was told. Was it what he was told? I'm totally confused. Someone, please... Someone please tell the truth. What is it? Did the dogs track or not? Do we believe Chris Proudfoot, who knows better than anyone else, including law enforcement? Or do we just think Chris Proudfoot is mistaken, he's lying, he was told duff information? But if numerous dogs track the same track and they were tracking Sebastian's scent, then that is Sebastian's scent. But I'm just lost for words now. I'm absolutely lost for words.